What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, or if you are new here, welcome. I'm the Wolfman, and today I am honored to be joined by a great panel. You've seen them both on these Final Destination reviews, so it's kind of fitting to end, well, not end, but, sort of come to this mostly conclusion before I review the new one, with the two people who have been on these Final Destination reviews doing them with me. We had Ross on for the first film, and we had Kyle on for the second film. So now they're both back. Thank you all. Thank you both for being here. I know this is your favorite in the franchise, Ross. That you really like this one a lot. Yeah. And then thank you, Kyle, for joining. And
you're welcome, because I think after fourth that they brought back where it should be. And I really enjoy this film. It's awesome. And this is the first time I've actually been with you and Ross since the Thing watch party, which was so long ago now.
Oh, yeah,
so this is awesome.
Yeah, I'm hard to get. I'm actually not as hard to. I'm not as easy to get a hold of as I once was because I got a girlfriend now. So Mike's like, "Are you going to be able to film?" And I said, "I don't know. Tori's here, so I don't know, but she's not here right now."
Yeah. So I know how that was back a couple of years ago. So now we are here to discuss Final Destination 5, which until Bloodlines, which that Rotten Tomatoes score shocked me, by the way. Like utterly shocked me. Until Bloodlines, this was the most critically acclaimed of the franchise. This had like a 63% on Rotten Tomatoes. It seemed critics and audiences both really liked it a lot. And this one came out in 2011, and for the longest time was the Final Destination film until recently now. And I thought this one, to me, it's hard to, I'm going to make a ranking soon, especially once I see Bloodlines. But this one definitely is one of my favorites. I don't know if it is my favorite for sure, but it's one of my favorites for sure, definitely. And I think, all the characters are really great in this one. I think the deaths, this has some of my favorite deaths in the entire franchise. And
it has my favorite death.
And when we start off the movie, the first death sequence we get to is the bridge. That's their set piece this time, because they always have a set piece, a huge death scene that happens, and the one for that was this bridge scene. And the bridge scene was really, I thought was really interesting. It was really good. It was probably like the longest. I feel like it's the longest of all the premonitions that play in the Final Destination film. But it was really spectacularly done. The only issue I have with the opening death is the CGI is really bad. Like, it does not hold up at all. And there's definitely some fake blood that is used. There's a lot of that kind of stuff in there. But the deaths themselves are pretty cool. What do y'all think of the opening? Let's start with you, Ross.
The opening is almost too long for me, but it's forgettable. But but I still remember being in 3D. It was like, whoa.
Oh yeah, this and the fourth one was in 3D. I forgot. Yeah.
But the fourth one used the gimmicky 3D, but this one didn't.
Yeah. I agree.
I remember do you remember the race car in the fourth one?
It's kind of
with the weight, the tire literally flew at you.
Yeah, that was so. And then some of the weird premonitions he had was
but this one though, things would fly at you, but they'd be subtle about the flying, like the laser, literally the glow of the laser was in 3D.
Oh, that's cool. I wish I could have seen this in 3D. Bloodlines will wind up being my first film of the franchise in theaters, so that should be a good time. But what do you think of the first opening set piece, Kyle?
I think this opening set piece was a lot of fun. I think I liked that it was the right amount for it as well. It did go a little longer, but for good reasons. And yes, I think they could have still used practical effects for this type of sequence, but they went all CGI, and it is noticeable, like you said. But I think it's one of the better openings to a Final Destination movie, and I think it was very well executed. I love the direction. I think the performances at the opening was really, really good, and they made it a little longer this time. Like I said, it was very well executed. I thought, anyway.
Well, speaking of the performances, that's a good segue to talk about. This probably has some of the most stat cast of a Final Destination film, meaning like there are actors in there that may not be like huge big name actors, but you definitely know them. It's not like just one. You know, with Final Destination 3 was maybe like one actor like that. There's with the first one it was like maybe one actor like that. This one has multiple because you have Courtney B. Vance in there, kind of as like that as that detective who's trying to figure out what happened, and he's the one that's all like, "You said you knew it was going to happen. Sounds premeditated to me." Like this is like because and all that stuff, and so he was really excellent here. You have whammy David Koechner from
Kirshner.
Kushner from Anchorman. He's
in
really
my.
great in this.
I want to talk about David Kirshner real quick, okay?
Yeah.
He's actually in my fan cast though. Do it for.
But
if they ever do a live action King of the Hill, right?
Oh yeah.
Bill.
Oh, he would be perfect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he'd be perfect as
He
Bill.
looks like Bill, doesn't he?
He does. And then PJ Byrne is in this too, who we know from several movies. Like he was in Babylon, The Wolf of Wall Street, Complete Unknown. He's been in
apparently
he's a great character actor.
Too.
Oh really? There was one in Final Destination 3 as well.
Well, like okay, and then like I got something funny to tell you about that actor too, because that actor was in superhero movie, right?
Yeah.
And then he played Tom Cruise in it, which is perfect casting because he kind of looks like a young Tom Cruise.
Oh really?
The friend.
Oh yeah. I know which one.
Peter.
Okay,
the girl. Cool. Okay, he's the boyfriend of the gymnastics girl.
Yeah.
And does he look like a young Tom Cruise, right?
And you mentioned Courtney B. Vance. He was famous at that time, but he went to do even more amazing stuff after this that made who he is now.
Yeah, yep. That's what I mean. Is like the cast. It's like they're big, sort of semi big names, but they're mostly like these just really good character actors that they put and to play these roles, and they all did a really exceptional job. So
they definitely did before the careers they have now. They're doing
and Tony Todd, who also is who was also in Psych. He's a guest star at some point. I don't know if you've gotten to that yet, but he
no, I'm still on season 2. I'm on the episode where they're looking for Lassie's car, that scene though in the masseuse's parlor, I was almost crying of laughter when they say like, "Hey, shoulder blades look like baby arms."
Yes, but yeah, Tony Todd. He was great. He was great in his one scene he had here. And actually, he's in here. He's actually in here a little longer because he's got the scene at the funeral, and he's doing his whole "you can't cheat death," and then he's also like the coroner. So there's another scene where he's like picking up a dead body and he's talking to the kids and all this, and he's like sharing them about so he's actually kind of has a bigger role to play in this one. I actually like that.
Which made sense too, because he was missing for the previous installment, and that was great the way he came back for this one. So
yeah. So
he's been in 1, 2, 5, and 6, right?
Yeah.
1,
3.
2,
also 3.
5, 6, 3 technically, because he was the voice of the stuff like that.
roller
Roller
coaster.
coaster, beast,
Yeah.
monster,
And the train.
yeah, and the train too. So he was so he did some voice acting for 3, but
And like our friend Jonathan Caro, minor spoilers. My friend asked him, how much screen time does Tony Todd have in the new one? He says, once again, only one scene.
which makes sense. I mean, because he was sick by the time you could see it in the trailer that he was sick during Bloodlines. So,
But I heard he stows the show in that one scene. So.
oh yeah. So I'm still really excited to see him
because he was
up
great
in
in
the movie.
Spider-Man.
And oh yeah, he was great in Spider-Man. He's
no,
a great,
Spider-Man 2, the game.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2. I know what you're talking about. But he was, he played Venom in that, and he was excellent. So he's a great voice actor. He's a great character actor. Rest in peace, Tony Todd. He did really great in this. But yeah, I think he adds definitely some interesting lore building to this movie. And I also really like the characters in this one. The main character in here, played by Nicholas D'Agosto, and then the other girl played by Emma Bell. Like, they were both really interesting. Even the young Tom Cruise guy, they all have their own dynamics to them, like, and have their own personalities to them. I thought that was really fun and interesting. But yeah, my favorite death in this franchise, I know what Ross's is. I think it's the same one that I have, which is the gymnastics death.
I love that one too. So
yes, that is my favorite death in there, because it's just the way it plays out. She's just kind of enjoying herself. She's like jumping on things. You see the nail sticking on her, and like she's about to hit the nail with her foot, and you're like, oh, don't do that now. And you're like freaking out because of that. And then and again, it just keeps on escalating. And then once she falls and her whole body just breaks like that, it's that's stuff of nightmares. And I'm never doing gymnastics now after that. So
it was definitely, I think, the best death effects of the movie too, and that's saying something because there were some gnarly ones in these movies, but that was top notch.
Oh yeah, there was PJ Burns' death, where he had all the needles stuck in him, which was really hard to watch, which was, it just made you like completely flinch that one, because I was like, oh god, I can't do needles by themselves. These deaths consecutively, each one, I think, because there's ones that we talk about in the franchise, like, oh, I'm never going in Tanny Bed again, or oh, I'm never this and that. I think this one legitimately gets me the most when it comes to the deaths, because it's like there's so many in there that I'm like, oh my god, I can't handle that. Like, I can't handle needles, so I'm just like watching this thing and like squirming in my seat. And then the laser eye surgery scene, where with what happens there, I cannot handle. One thing about horror, I love the horror genre. If you do anything involving, first off, the mouth, so like if someone's pulling something long out of their mouth and they're like gagging or whatever, I can't handle that. And then if you're doing something with the eye, like someone's pulling something out of their eye or something's being inserted into their eye, I just have to look away. I'm like, I'm sorry, I cannot see that. It's just, that's way too much, because I'm just imagining.
So you're like Chris Carr.
Yeah. And so,
but let me tell you, the trailer though gives away the deaths, but it does it in a subtle way, which is cool. Do you know how they do it?
How?
Okay, like they show the guy, like laying down, like with the needles, and like zooms in on Buddha, and then you like see the machine turning on with the girl, and then you see the other girl, like swinging on the gymnastics.
Okay, so they're not actually showing the deaths, but they're like showing the, like the before it happens kind of deal.
Like you go, like, I wonder how they're gonna kill him here, kind of thing.
I gotta say, I didn't when this movie came out a long time ago, I actually didn't. I stayed away from that trailer, and I watched it blindly, so I didn't know nothing was coming.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's like one of the best ways to do it. That's what I'm doing right now with that like weapons movie, that like Zach Greger movie coming out.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that
because I've not watched the trailer at all.
Have you watched the trailer for The Long Walk?
I did watch the trailer for that. That one was
cool.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
Did you hear about this? Was it called something about dangerous animals? Something like that?
Something, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
I see the trailer.
Yeah, like trailers today, though, they give away too much sometimes, but they're getting better at it. I noticed.
Companion was really bad with that this year.
Yeah, even though I know he did last summer, hasn't given anything away. So just
I'm like I haven't even watched the new 28 Years Later trailer because I'm already sold on that film.
Yeah, because like I just
yeah.
So how me and Mike have this like unpopular opinion. We actually think that Weeks is better than Days.
Oh
yeah. For us, it's like slightly. I mean, they're both neck and neck for me. But
I understand why you would chose that because it's good as well.
But yeah, oh my god, the laser eye surgery scene, like the way it's holding open the eye and then how it happens, is just that scene always gets to me. And so
and then the decapitation scene.
Yeah, the decapitation scene. The funniest death was probably Koshner's death there, which was really just very quick. Something just flies out and just kills him really quickly.
Okay, who gets his head cut off though? By the wrench. Whose head gets cut off by the wrench?
Sure.
I can picture it. I just can't figure the name out.
Yeah.
It wasn't the racist guy, was it?
I don't know. It might be. But I know I'll have to look back at that again. But yeah, that was also a really really rough death as well. It's just, yeah, this movie has it all, man. And then of course you get to the very last, like, the last scene of the movie, the last kill of the movie, and the scene with where you find out that there's a huge twist in it. And the twist is that this is actually connected to the first film.
Oh, I love that reveal.
Yeah, and that it's that they're all on the plane from the first film and everything. I think
that explodes.
Yeah, the one that exploded and everything. And so that was such a cool reveal and a way to kind of tie the franchise together.
Especially at the time, they weren't thinking that they were ever going to do new ones, so they did that way so they could bring everything together and tie it in a nice end way.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it, people. With Saw the final chapter. Don't do it that way.
No.
Oh, no.
No. Not like that. But do it like this, where you can bring it all together. I hope Bloodlines does the same thing, where it has references to some of the past films and everything.
Well, it's called Bloodlines for a reason.
Right, so
that's my that's my prediction too. Is that how there's always like one inciting incident, right?
Yeah.
I think there's going to be two.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
Because the trailer hints at that. Remember, with the tower.
Oh yeah, with the tower
and the barbecue.
Yeah. I can see that. So, so you could probably see. I'm excited to see it. Don't know when I'm going to be seeing Bloodlines. Because I'm going to a 2-day graduation, so I'll probably be seeing it like Sunday before we do our other video and such, like earlier in the day during that time. So, or Monday or something. So
that is quite the transition. You go from huge stunts, not huge stunts, like deaths, to huge stunts that could. That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, God, like Tom Cruise is on his final destination right now with the way he's doing his own stunts on every single movie. Like, great day. He wants a final destination level death, I believe. But yeah, I think like all that was really, really cool way to kind of tie it all together. And overall, this film just works on all the levels. It's fun, it's entertaining, it's, you know, got some great gore, some great kills in there.
The score is good.
Yeah, the score was really good in there too. I noticed that this time around, and I thought this one still keeps, even though it came out in 2011. I liked how, and that's one thing I heard about Bloodlines, and people, they said the movie's still great, so it's not like a knock to the movie or anything, but they said they miss Final Destination feeling like 2000s, because even this one, it came out in 2011, which was in the 2010s, but even this one feels a little bit like a throwback to 1, 2, and 3. It still has that kind of 2000s feel to it, and so I really appreciated that, and I think this is one I definitely like to revisit time and time again to see how all the different deaths pan out the way they do. But yeah, definitely.
And the newest one too is the longest by far. They said
it is. It's an hour and 50, which at first I was concerned about, because I was like, a Final Destination film does not need to be almost 2 hours. That seems like a lot for a Final Destination film, but it's getting great reviews though. So I guess the hour and 50 minutes pays off. We'll see. But I'm excited to just check it out. But yeah, any final thoughts you guys have on this one?
Yeah, I do have a negative though. Okay.
Yeah.
Death should be the villain in this series, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But that climax I didn't like. Like with the whole, like with that guy with a friend turning bad and him going out there almost like a flash movie. I'm like, it really wasn't needed.
Yeah, and the fact that I know I agree with that, and the fact that it just feels out of nowhere, because we really had no setup to that scene.
Yeah, no.
So okay. Then yeah,
if they did it with the bully in the first one, that would have made more sense, because that would have been a good setup. That would have been out of nowhere, because you remember, like, he was always so pissed at him.
Oh yeah, like that actually was something that would have been believable. But
this was just thrown in there with like, okay, what is this in here? This doesn't even make any sense.
yeah, it was just sort of like this has absolutely no
that has nothing to do with anything
to be in here. It's just so they could have an extra bad guy, I guess. But yeah, Death is always supposed to be the villain, and works really well as a villain. I think the only real negative that I have with the film is that, but also the CGI as well. Like we talked about, it's pretty rough in some places. When they use the practical effects, like in the gymnastics stuff and such, all that is really great. But then whenever they do the CGI and all that, it's just definitely looks really wonky. And to be fair, I own these films on DVD, because I owned the DVD box set back for the Blu-ray box set came out. So I don't know if the Blu-ray box set changes it or not, but I doubt by much.
I can't remember, because I do have it, so I have to check it again.
Yeah, but it's.
I used to have the 3D DVD too.
That's cool.
Oh, the 3D one. Oh,
I used to have it.
Yeah, I used to have a 3D TV. I remember that was.
So did I.
I remember the old DVDs that they filmed. They filmed the whole entire movie where you can make the choices or whatever. It's.
Oh yeah, like one of those interactive
ones. That's what I meant.
Yeah, those are great. Like I know Netflix had Bandersnatch on there where you could make your own decisions, kind of like that, but they just took it off their streaming service, which was stupid. So
I was hoping to do that with Until Dawn. That would have been funny.
Yeah, Until Dawn, or I think Final Destination could make for a really fun video game as well.
It could,
like
yeah.
Something like a Until Dawn, where it's like you make the decisions, and if you make the wrong decision, then someone gets like their head cut off, or they get
the IP is bigger now, so they could definitely do a video game. So.
Oh yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, Do you have anything else to talk about, Kyle, on this? Like any pros, negatives you want to talk about?
You guys basically just talked about the negatives. I think I did love the. I think I loved the right amount of time in this movie. I think that was just perfect. So I'd like to see what Bloodlines does because it depends how you execute it.
Sure.
And if it's needed.
Yeah, because the fourth one was the shortest in the franchise.
It was horrible.
Yet feels the longest.
Oh, just to get through it. Yeah. It looked like a TV movie too, the way it was filmed. Yeah. But no, the fifth one is just a lot of fun. I love the opening. Really amazing deaths, performances, the score. Even some of the camera work was pretty cool. And then just the way it brings everything back together was just incredible. And there was even some more like really good like lighting in there too. I thought there was the one scene that just made it look spectacular.
Yeah, some great lighting, some interesting cinematography choices in there. So
yeah, we could actually do that. I'm looking up. We should actually like do a retrospective on Tony Todd.
That would be
that would
be a long video because he did a lot of like straight to DVD stuff. I even own one of his like straight to DVD movies.
I just remember like which one, like he was in Platoon too. Also Platoon.
Yeah.
The Rock. He was in The Rock.
He was in The Rock. Oh my god, I totally forgot about that.
He gets with the perfect voice cast.
Yeah.
He was also in the like perfect voice. You know which one?
What?
In the DC, Lego DC games, right?
Oh yeah.
He voices Darkseid. No. Yeah, Lego's DC comic. Superheroes versus Bizarre League. Yeah, Darkseid.
I love him in the Hatchet movies too. As the heck was his name? He was in the Hatchet movies.
Yeah, I remember.
I can picture the name of his character's name, but it's not on top of my head right now.
And then, of course, Candyman.
Oh yeah, that's what they put him on the map. Of course, the Night of the Living Dead remake.
Oh yeah. Like he's just such.
He was in Candy Corn. Have you ever watched Candy Corn? It was with him and PJ Souls.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah,
it was really good.
Yeah, that was not bad. I watched that around October time because it was like Halloween themed and such.
It's score too throughout the thing.
Yeah. So yeah, that was really good. I enjoyed that one quite a bit. So yeah, guys, that's basically our review for Final Destination 5. What do you all think of it, guys? What's your favorite death in this film and in the franchise? Let us know down below. Once we all get a chance to see Bloodlines, we'll not only be doing the review for you guys, probably next week, once I have time to kind of compile the list, we'll do a best franchise deaths ranking for you guys because that would be because there's so many wild, just out there deaths. So this would be really fun to explore each one. So yeah, and that'll do it. Let the people know where they can find you, Kyle.
Yes, you can find my channel, Flat Moves Pop Culture 13, where I do all kinds of stuff. I was supposed to drop it today, but I'm dropping it tomorrow. My review of Clown in a Cornfield. I saw that a couple Tuesday.
I still gotta see that. I was gonna go see it yesterday, but then what happened. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I think you enjoy it, and the trailer doesn't spoil where it goes. So I'm happy it didn't. So
nice.
And really good effects. Like that they're gonna be
I'm also expecting it to be really funny at times too, because it's
it has that Tucker and Dale versus Evil type humor. So
yeah.
I'm excited now though for reviews. Guess why?
Why?
Have you ever heard of this movie called Bring Her Back, the new horror movie coming out?
Yeah, by Talk to Me directors.
There's 2 reviews already, right? And they're all basically the same thing. Man Reveal says,
what?
Dear Philippine brothers, what in the actual fuck? Seriously, sincerely, Mariana, please send help. And guess what the film drinks is Jonathan Fuji? something light for the whole family. Parentheses. What the fuck?
and
it's
then
the Monday mystery movie, so I'm really excited to check that one out.
and then this Saturday I'm doing a Friday 13 Part 7 watch party because Corey Snyder wanted to honor Lar Park Lincoln, who passed away, who played Tina in the film. So we're honoring Lar. So, and then I do have 3 huge interviews coming up, which I can't wait to announce. So there's a lot of stuff coming soon, and me and Michael have to plan our rankings that we got planned as well here soon. Fit it in there. So.
Yeah, for sure. And then I know as far as stuff coming up on the channel, on our end, I know Kyle's going to be back this week. He's on Sunday. We'll be doing Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, which is the 5th film in the franchise.
And Last of Us, right? We're doing, right?
Yes, we'll also be doing both of those. So y'all can stay tuned for both of those, and probably the same night, or at least do one on Sunday, and then probably do Last of Us on Monday, something like that. So that should be a lot of fun there. But also, we have a bunch of other Mission Impossible commentaries for y'all, because we're also doing Fallout and Dead Reckoning all in the same week. So that'll be really fun to finish off that entire franchise. Then we also have our review of Bloodlines coming. We've got our review of Mission Impossible 8 coming when that happens. With the Cannes Film Festival happening right now, we're going to be doing an awards roundtable episode soon, discussing what the Cannes films and what we think might be some Oscar contenders from the Cannes Film Festival, stuff like that. So that should be fun. And then on Memorial Day, I have a exciting plan. I'm going to start doing a new show called From the Vault, where I will be reviewing a film that's in my physical media collection, and I'll also be reviewing like the special features, talking about the quality of the disc, all that kind of stuff, just as a way to honor physical media. And the first film I'm going to do on Memorial Day will be Come and See, which is a Russian war film that I own on Criterion. So that should be really fun to dissect and talk about with you guys. So that'll be on Memorial Day, and a lot more exciting stuff coming to the channel all month long and through June. Also, this Saturday night, later in the night, I will be back on the Dark Ether Files podcast, finishing off the Lord of the Rings.
I got a question about that. So, how did someone get lost in Mordor? Because you guys were doing an awesome job for the first 2 movies, and Mordor a lot. So how did you not guide somebody? Someone got lost, so that's your fault. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's my fault. I was became.
What, did you hand him over to Gollum so he led them instead, and someone got lost?
I became a wolf man and threatened to eat them, and then that's what. And some of them, they had to run away, and then
I'm already teasing because I just found it funny that you guys made someone got lost in Mordor. I'm like, you guys were doing an awesome
because
job.
We actually had another video that we had planned, that was hard to get everyone on board for, right?
Yeah. Oh, and also as far and then as far as other reviews coming up, with a bunch of great TV shows and such hour now, we will review The Studio when that finishes up, which is happening very soon. And then we're also going to be doing an Andor season 2 review. So that should be interesting to check out. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, share, do all that good stuff, ring that notification bell so you don't miss another one. Make sure you also subscribe to Flex Movies and Pop Culture 13. You'll see me on there on occasions, and he does some great stuff in there, especially interviews. His interviews are really good.
Thank you, because I'm only like 20 subscribers away from 800 now. So
good job.
Yeah, good job, man. Keep up the excellent work. It's great.
So you guys over here as well, awesome job. You do phenomenal stuff over here.
Thank
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're definitely trying. We're trying to grow, and I know you're definitely growing. Seeing you come back and make this comeback is really exciting, man. So keep up the excellent work, and
Thank you.
And I know we'll definitely be collaborating not just this week, but a lot more. So
For sure. Yeah. No more waiting way too long until we do stuff. We collab
yeah,
more often.
for sure. But we will see you guys all in the next review. Until next time, stay classy, my friends, and keep on watching those horror movies.
And escape death.
Yes, cheat death.
There you go.